Rashanok Allen is the target of an intense manhunt right now. Police say that he struck and killed a mother and her son in Oakland and then drove off. He's also a man with a criminal past.
KPIX 5 Susie Steimle has been digging into his case, and she has more on how he was able to beat a murder charge and wind up on probation. Susie?
Well, as we're here at the scene of that accident, as you know, the community is still reeling from that tragedy that happened over the weekend. But today we learned that hit and run for the suspect is hardly his first run-in with law enforcement. 27-year-old Rashanok Allen is still at large. Oakland police say Allen hit a family in this crosswalk with his car Saturday night, injuring Jamie Garcia, killing Alma Garcia, and her 6-year-old son Angel. Allen is said to have kept on driving and hasn't been seen since. That shouldn't be a surprise. Allen will have plenty to lose if he turns himself in.
He faces 2 different vehicular manslaughter charges.
Criminal defense attorney Tony Brass says once Allen is caught, he'll face harsher punishment because of his criminal history. Allen was charged with murder and attempted robbery just 3 years ago. This is where that murder took place back in 2016 on International Boulevard in Oakland's Fruitvale district. By all accounts, Rashanok Allen was in the car when his accomplice, Justin Lewis, jumped out and tried to rob a pimp of his cannabis. But that robbery attempt was unsuccessful, so Lewis pulled the trigger. Lewis is serving 21 years right now for that crime. Allen already served 3. If you're confused why Allen still wasn't in prison for his association with that murder, it's because he cooperated. He initially faced 11 counts for that murder in 2016, but most were dropped. Brass says this doesn't surprise him.
Not at all. A prosecutor will charge every crime that they can, generally to begin with. It's much easier to then drop charges down than to aggrandize charges later as the case proceeds.
But now he's on the run, in violation of his probation, and Oaklanders are begging him to turn himself in. If he did, he'd likely face more than a decade in state prison.
In one way, it would double the maximum exposure. So the 6 years for vehicular manslaughter would then turn into 12 years.
Now, we've also learned that Allen's criminal record goes even further. When he was released for those murder charges from 2016, he was arrested again for attempted robbery up in Humboldt. He was one of 3 masked men seen leaving a house armed. Nothing was taken from the property. And in that case, he posted bail and was expected to be back in court in the next couple of weeks. Live in Oakland, Susie Steimle, KPIX 5.